Gentlemen of India, they were talking among themselves and making fun to Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda replied them, "Yes, I am the gentleman of India. Yes, I am the gentleman of India. I know why you all are making fun of me because of my this sannyasi dress. See, you belong to the nation where the people is identified gentleman by his dress, and that dress which is made by a tailor just for 2 paisa. But the country from where I have come, people are identified gentlemen by his character, not by his dress. By character. And that character was built up by the sects like Sadguru, like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Maharshi Dayananda Saraswati. So, what is the aim of education? Mahatma Gandhi used to say, aim of education means character building. And the Swami Vivekananda also used to say, education means development, physical development, mental development, intellectual development, and development of sense of service to society and God. And how is it possible? He said, education without meditation. Education without meditation has no meaning, because it is a yoga, it is meditation. Physical yoga makes you strong physically, and meditation makes you strong mentally. And mental and physical, both strength are necessary for achieving our goal. So yoga must be, and I think it should be from now. It means from your early age. Now you are a rock clay. You can mold yourself whatever you want to be, but you yourself not able to mold yourself. Guru कुम्हार है, शिष्य कुंभ है, गढ़ी गढ़ी काढ़े खोट, अंतर हाथ सहार दे, वाहर वाहे चोट. Without the help and grace of Guru, you cannot be a successful person in your life. You can never achieve your goal. And the only way to grasp the grace of Guru is to follow his orders, suggestions, and be disciplined in life. In our epics, it is mentioned, Guru Vaktre Sthitam Vidya. The knowledge is in the mouth of Guru, teacher. From where we receive knowledge? From the mouth of Guru. It means You have to be obedient, disciplined. सा विद्या या विमुक्त है. I think in most of the school it is mentioned on the wall. Sa vidya ya vimukta. What exactly vidya? Vidya is, education is who liberates us. That liberates us. Liberation comes from education. What is liberation means? Freedom. We as a country free from any enemies beyond the borders. But we are yet not free. As a student, you are dependent on your parents. And we all are slave of our mind. The disorder of minds, anger, lust, ego, hatred, jealousy. Education means be dependent. So, in our Vedas, it is mentioned that Dvaya Vidya Veditabhye tu. You must learn two type of education. You should have two type of knowledge. One is para, apara evacha. Apara means the knowledge related to the world, physical, external world, physics, chemistry, history, social science, geography, botany, zoology. This knowledge makes us free economically. But what our sects preached us, education does not mean only to earn livelihood. It is a very minute thing, very superficial aim of education. Education means liberate yourself, make your mind free from lust, desire, jealousy, and the cycle of birth and death. By self-realization, that is the spiritual knowledge. So you should have material as well as spiritual knowledge. And this is the perfect education. In life, you cannot realize peace and real happiness without spiritual knowledge. You maybe acquire many material means for your happiness, a good post, fame in the world, but inner peace and happiness is based on yoga, meditation, that is a spiritual knowledge. See, I used to hear from the students, they are always telling, I have no time for meditation, yoga, everything. You have time for all nonsense things. But you don't have time for the things which make you the best in the world. Swami Vivekananda has mentioned in his that book, I always advocate before start to study you should sit for meditation for few minutes at least every day and do some physical work for your strength. Aristotle, he was the famous person. He mentioned education means sound body and sound mind, and that sound body and sound mind can only be achieved through yoga and meditation and studying, of course, what you all are doing under the guidance of your great teachers. But you should know this and don't pretend I have no time. You have a lot of time, but you are misusing the time. Don't misuse your time, because time is most precious, and this what is the age. In this age, you should utilize your time according to your teachers, their guidance. You will become a successful person. Success does not mean to get some higher post and millionaire. Yes, it is of course a part of success, but it is not a complete definition. Actually, success means be good, feel good, do good. Be good, feel good, do good. Wherever you are, always try to follow. Be good, do good, feel good. If you do good, you will be recognized in this world as a good person, and then you feel good. See, there was a victory. A lot of birds are residing there. There was a house from the some few distance from that tree. One day some people set fire on the house by jealousy. Many people came there. They were trying their best to extinguish the fire. आग बुझा रहे थे. The vehicle of fire brigade also came there. All together were trying to extinguish the fire, put off the fire. But the flame of fire is going up and up, higher and higher. Among all the birds, there was a little bird. That bird was also trying its best to extinguish the fire, just carrying a little amount of water in his beak and pouring on the fire from high. All the birds who were sitting there making fun of her and telling, "Oh crazy, what are you doing? So many big vessels and fire brigades are not able to extinguish the fire, and does it make any difference pouring water through your small beak? Oh, crazy. What are you doing? And do you know what that little bird replied? She replied, yes, I know. It does not make any difference. But I know. Once the history of this fire incident would be written, and my name will neither in the list of the people who set fire, nor in the list of the people who are spectators like you, but my name will be in the list of the people who were trying to extinguish the fire, and that will be the success of my life. मेरा नाम आग लगाने वालों में नहीं, न तमाशा देखने वालों में होगा, मेरा नाम आग बुझाने वालों में होगा। तो आप किधर हो? वेयर आर यू? Ram Setu was being built when Lord Ram was trying to cross the ocean for Mata Sita, who was abducted by Ravan. A small squirrel is also participating. Lord Ram appreciated that small squirrel, and still today we are appreciating the deed of that small squirrel. So, dear fellow, you must remember, you always try to be good in the list of the right person. You may be contributed you a little, but you always will be respected by the people in the history. So make history. Be good, do good, and you will feel good. And whenever your teachers or your parents telling you do some yoga, do some meditation, get up early, and tell me one thing. What should a student do when he wake up in the morning first? सुबह सबसे पहले जग के क्या करना चाहिए? यार वाह, what was Lord Ram was doing? प्रातः काल उठ के रघुनाथा, मात पिता गुरु ना वही माथा. Means whenever Lord Ram woke up in the morning, first he greet his parents and his elders, his teachers, guru. And whosoever is doing so, our epic says, चार चीजें उनकी बढ़ती है. Four things he gets. Four things. Whoever is doing so. What is that? Ayurvidya Yasho Vilam. Ayurvidya Yasho Valam. Ayu means long life. Vidya, knowledge, strength, physical and mental strength, and fame. Only through this small practice, whenever you get up in the morning, first you greet your parents and your elders, your teachers, and you will get 4 things in return, free of cost. So must remember, I am very, I feel very, from my inner heart, inspired here. This is first time I have come here to interact with you, but you guys really have some good sanskar. And this also credit goes to your teachers and your parents as well. A sannyasi like me entered in a class, as today I am preaching you, and that sannyasi was preaching by standing. And the sannyasi asked to the student, whosoever think that he is the most silly student in the class, please stand up. Please stand up. Whosoever think he is the most silly. जो अपने को बेवकूफ समझता हो, खड़े हो जाओ. No one was standing. Why should they stand? Everyone think I am not a silly person, I am an intelligent one. Time and again the preacher was repeating this sentence, please. At last, a student stood up and the sannyasi became happy, and he told, I am very happy. You think you are the most silly student of the class. Whosoever thinks he is silly, he is weak. Certainly once he will reach at the highest peak of his career. So I am happy. You are really a great student. See, the student replied very gently, sir, this is not exactly the matter that I think I am a silly one. No, never. I am intelligent, sir. But then why you stood up? The student replied, sir, you alone is standing and it is not. You alone is standing a silly man. And so I just stood up to accompany you. आप अकेले खड़े हो, अच्छा नहीं लग रहा बेवकूफ़ बन के, मैं भी खड़ा हो गया. For giving you the company, I am not a silly. From that time, wherever I go, just by sitting on the chair, I am explaining, I am preaching. But you are really intelligent, you are sanskari, and I hope so you will achieve, and in future you will become a happy man, woman, and by dint of your good work, the name of your school and teacher also will be remembered with great honor, with respect. And do you have some question? You may ask. Just I want to know what kind of actually thinking is going in you. Don't hesitate. You may ask. Yeah, thank you. Wow, good.
Prabhuji, I have a question. My sister, ever since she was in intermediate, she started reading Bhagavad Gita. And after she completed her NEET, she went to Tirupati for college. From then on, I had and started reading Bhagavad Gita from December onwards. And in that, Krishna Bhagavan says that every action that we do, we have to surrender to Him. How can I surrender my each and every action to you? That is my question.
Oh, it's a great question. Thank you. See, I think this is a very appropriate question. She asks, how can I surrender my work to God? Whatever we are doing, we have a sense of doership. Sense of doership. I am doing. I. Ego. Doership. The sense of doership. And wherever we have a sense of doership, the deed, whatever we done, we are responsible for that. It may be good, it may be wrong. It may be virtuous, pious, or misdeed. But if when we surrender our deed to God, we are not responsible. And this is not a common state of mind, intellect. This is the higher spiritual level. And now you think at this moment where you are, how can it is possible to surrender the action to God? What the God says, Yasna Ankrito Bhav, Buddhi Yasna Lipate, Hatvapi Swa Imam Lokamna, Hanate na Nibaddhate. Karma Nabi Karmani na Lipate na Nibaddhate. It is a state which you have to require. You have to acquire that state where the mind realize he is not a body, he is not sense, he is a soul. When we realize we are soul, and soul is a part of, integral part of God, And this, when we acquire that state, it is very easy to surrender all the action to God. Now, ego is all the time. When you are in deep sleep, do you have any ego? Any feeling of doership when you are in deep sleep? Deep sleep means without dreaming state. Sleep without dreaming. Do you have any feeling of doership? But you are breathing. Likewise, there is a state. We have very spiritual question it is. Very spiritual question. The deep question. You can only understand this question through spirituality. We have three states. I really could not think this type of question they may arise there. Thank you. There are three states where we all every day experiencing the awakening right now, the dreaming when we are sleeping, and the third one is deep sleep. And you know, we the being, the is a soul, we the soul, the part of God. In awakened state resides in the third eye. Netrastham Jagratam Vidyat. In third eye. When we are dreaming, Kanthe Swapnam Samabhished, we are in our throat, in dreaming state. So, when we are in dream state, our ear is open but we are not receiving the sound outside. And when we are in deep sleep, the soul resides in heart. And when we are in heart, our mind is also in sleeping state. But when we are in throat, our mind is working. Our mind is working. And till we are with mind, we have a sense of doership. I am doing. You may say, I am not, I am surrendering, but I am surrendering my actions to God. In this sentence, I is there. I, identification with body and mind. When mind identified himself as body, then I always has a sense of doers. A real surrendering, when others takes place, there is a fourth state which we don't know now. It only a person comes to know through meditation, through yoga, through concentration of mind. When we are concentrating ourselves in third eye, in Sushumna, Shivanetra, then we as a soul crossing these three states and entering into a new world, which is the fourth stage. And that is Turiya, Turiyam Murdhanam Samsthitam. What Bhagavan Krishna mentioned in Gita, Murdhanya Dhaya Prana Prana Masuto Yoga Dharanam. What is the yoga? The highest state of yoga. It starts from asana. pranayam, gesture posture, Swami Ramdev Ji Maharaj, that makes it famous. But it was from the beginning of this universe. Veda came into existence and yoga came into existence. Maharshi Patanjali in ancient era made it popular, and in present era certainly is Baba Ramdev. Asam pranayam. But asam pranayam, and you have to go for meditation. Dhyan, dhyan. So when we are doing meditation, Mudhanya Dhartanam Pranamastito Yoga Dharnam, we are concentrating ourselves at a point, and when we are concentrating ourselves at a point which is in between the both eyes, in front of, in between the both eyes, certainly we are going upwards, upwards in fourth stage, divine eye. Our divine eye open up, and that state, surrendering is, because we are free from I. We realize ourselves, I am not a body, I am a self, and self is not doing anything. See, light is not doing anything. It's just mic is sitting. Mic is standing in front of me. It's me who is speaking. Mic is not doing it. It is just standing and I am speaking. Mind and myself is two different things. Likewise, body and self is two different things. Kshetra kshetra kayor jnanam etar jnanam mata mama. Bhagwan Krishna says body and who? The knower of body, the self, the soul are two different things. And a person who knows body and the soul separately is really a person of knowledge. And when you become a person of knowledge, you realize yourself as a self, as a soul, then the doership automatically will be ceased to. Because whatever we are doing through our senses, our body, but the soul is just like light. Light is not doing anything. He was just spreading. The tube is not doing anything. It's just spreading the light, and we people are here doing something. Likewise, the soul is not doing anything. It just resides in the body. By the presence of soul, we are doing. But and this connection of body and soul creates ignorance, and that ignorance makes us realize I am doing. And this doership is cause of all the miseries. Just when you leave this doership, you will be free. So surrendering is only possible when your intellect comes at that state, which is known as fourth state, free. You have to go through spirituality. That is the real education. Apara and para. Dvaya vidya veditapyat. From para apara evta. So you do meditation, really that condition, and your intellect will come in that position where you surrender easily your actions. Just going through the books, it is not possible. It is only gives you the wisdom, and knowledge, but practically you will be at that position by meditation, by devotion. Otherwise, your mouth may say, I am surrendering, but Likewise, a culprit, he is surrendered when the police is following him. What he said? He says, I am going to surrender in the court. But he is going to surrender in the court his body, but his mind is not surrendering. Because it is his constraint. We have to surrender our deeds only when our intellect reaches in fourth stage. We as a soul realize ourselves. We have to separate ourselves from body to soul. See, as milk and refined butter or cream, both are together. You have to go through a process to get refined butter from milk. Then only the refined butter can पूड़ी बना सकता है ना, but the butter with milk only can make kheer, pies. So the intellect, mind and intellect with body cannot surrender. We have to separate our soul from body, and for that we have to go through the meditation. And we have to realize that state. So fourth state you have to acquire through meditation. Is it not a very difficult task? It is an easy task. You can do, but you have to give some times and have to learn some techniques. Okay? Thank you. Give that clear thought. I think in the last, I just request you, don't make excuses. Let excuses, do follow the instructions of your parents and teachers. Give each and every moment to build up your life. From now onwards, 5-6 years, hardly 5 to 6 years, if you devoted to study, devoted to follow the instructions of your teachers and parents, your leaders, your whole life will be full of happiness. Otherwise, these 5-6 years, if you kill the time in these 5-6 years, time will kill you for the rest of your life. I wish all the best for your future, and a lot of thanks to Sugandha Madam and all the members of this school's management and the principal. Without the permission of principal, nothing is possible. So, a lot of thanks and best wishes for all of you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your inspiring words. Yes, as Swami Vivekananda said, all power is within you, but we should put it in a right path. Do good, feel good, be good, always, which we have to follow. Now, I request our principal ma'am to address the gathering.
Honorable Sadhguru Swami Satyavrat Guruji, Sri Vinay Babu, and Abha Pandey Madam, extends my heartfelt thanks to you for spending your valuable time and motivating our students and giving the enlightening speech. I am sure that all of us have benefited from this, and we look forward in future also for your valuable message. And in spite of your busy schedule, you spent some time and you motivated our students, and we are ever grateful to you. Thank you.
Now, I request our Honorable Principal Ma'am to present a token of gratitude to Swami Satya Prakash Guruji. Thank you, ma'am. I request ma'am to present a member to Vinay Baba. Our principal ma'am to present a memento to Mrs. Abha Pandey. Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of the principal, staff, and students, we express our heartfelt gratitude to Sadhguru Swami Satya Prakash Guruji for gracing us with his inspirational words today. His profound insights have ignited a flame of motivation within our school children. We extend our deepest thanks for sharing your wisdom and guiding us towards a path of growth and enlightenment. Guruji, your presence has truly enriched our minds and touched our hearts. These traditional techniques will definitely help to improve their memory power and to attain peace in day-to-day life. Thank you for being a beacon of inspiration for the younger generation. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Abha Pandey, the guiding force behind the success of the program. We thank Sri Vinay Baba for being with us. We thank our principal ma'am, Mrs. Naish Shazi, for arrangement of the program. At last but not least, we thank our staff and beloved children for being well disciplined. Thank you all. Let us all give standing ovation to Baba. I love you being into position, children. Join your palms. Sing.